Jones under the bucket, goes up strong through contact, off the left side. Right spins, plays it on the short corner, KJ. Bounces under the bucket, caught by Ruffin. Reverse layup is up and good. That was nice offense right there.
Well, there's some highlights for the Colorado Buffaloes. 22-point win as they knock off Stanford. Huge second half for the Buffs as they sweep the Bay Area schools back into Stampede. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson, Nique Clifford joining us out of Colorado Springs. Pretty good weekend, right?
Yes, sir. We got 2 wins, got back on track. We just got to keep stringing them together.
Hey, let's go back to the Cal game here for a minute or two. The offense was struggling in that first half.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know, the good news was you played so well on the defensive end.
Right.
Still was a close game at halftime, right?
Yep. It totally was the opposite this game.
Of this one, right?
Yeah, so the Cal game, we were struggling offensively, got going with our defense. This game, we struggled defensively in the first half. Our offense was good tonight. So when we are able to combine the two, it's gonna be pretty special.
Well, we saw in the second half against Stanford.
Yeah.
When this offense isn't clicking, there's so much talent on this team. It's a little bit perplexing, isn't it? Why all of a sudden it sputters a little bit.
Right. Yeah. No, our team is very well balanced. We got a lot of guys that can score in many different ways. So when we play together, it's pretty special.
Is offense contagious when the ball starts going in? When you guys see the ball going? Does it, you know, sometimes they talk about in baseball, one guy starts hitting, everybody starts hitting. Can that happen in basketball?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would say our Texas A&M game was a great example of that. A lot of dudes were making shots. So in those type of games, you don't have to worry about defense as much because the ball is falling. But we always got to rely on our defense. That's going to help us win a lot of games. But it definitely helps when the ball is falling.
Yeah, everything looks good, right? When the ball's going in, all of a sudden everything looks good. But the way you guys play defense, you're number 2 in the Pac-12, and I think scoring defense, maybe number 4 or 5 in field goal percentage defense. But that's one thing you guys are able to rely upon. As much as Tad talks about it, and he always jokes, people get sick and tired of hearing it. There's a truism there, isn't there?
Most definitely. Defense wins championships. It's the saying, and it's very true. The best teams, the best defensive teams are the ones you always see at the end of the year. In the championships, NBA, March Madness, all of them. So defense is what we focus on.
Well, the Colorado Buffaloes get the sweep as they take care of Cal in a close one, then blow out Stanford. After the Stanford game, we heard from head coach Tad Boyle.
Powered by Ford. Cars, trucks, and SUVs built for America. Built Ford proud.
Boy, what a great win for our program at this stage of the season and where we're at and what we need right now. I didn't know what to expect coming to the gym today. If we were going to be ready to play. Stanford's been on a roll, won 5 straight. We've had a couple good practices, obviously being down Javon Hadley, being a little thin up front, playing against a Stanford team that's big and strong, and they've been holding their opponents to 36% field goal percentage defense the last 5 games. Been out rebounding them. And boy, tonight we just, our offense is a tale of 2 halves. Our offense in the first half was really good, scored 39 points, but our defense wasn't great. And then we kind of flipped that switch. I think we had 11 stops out of halftime, and went on like a 16-0 run. That was just absolutely huge. I mean, to come out of halftime like that, and it's a good win against a quality team.
There's head coach Tad Boyle after the Buffaloes win by 22. Well, it was plus 22 in the second half as we continue into Stampede with Nique Clifford. That must have been one heck of a halftime speech you gave you guys.
Yeah, no, we definitely got into the locker room, talked amongst each other, and just talked about how our defense was lacking. We had to get our defense going, and we came out in the second half and turned things around. Definitely, coach, that's something he focused on as well.
In the first half, both teams shot over 50%. Like Stanford was at 58, the Buffs were at 54. Was that a case of just great offense out there? Because I think the defense was awful, but both teams are playing very high-level offense, weren't you?
No, their offense was moving very fast, and they were playing well offensively. Partially, it was on us though. Some breakdowns that we shouldn't have, but definitely give credit to them for their offense.
But you never expect to come out and go 16-0 to start a half, do you?
No, that's not what we expect. But it's definitely nice when we do.
Yeah, without question. You know, the way Tristan's playing right now, he's playing such a high level. What's your view of him? I mean, you guys came in together. You're a junior, he's a junior. What do you see when you're watching him play right now?
Tristan he's a very talented player. Yeah. He could do everything. You know, he's a 3-level scorer. He can defend. He's 6'10", can play like 2 through 4, even 5. I think Tristan is an NBA player.
Yeah.
Super talented, skilled. I'm just happy for him, and we need him to keep playing the way he is. He's a great leader for our team, and it's really great to see him balling.
You know, one thing I've always loved, you know, following Tad Boyle and broadcasting the games for the Buffaloes, Tad's team always seemed to find themselves. They're playing their best basketball in February. Can this team be one of those teams?
I think so. You know, we've had our struggles throughout the season, but we've just focused, tried to get better every day at practice, and don't lose hope. You know, any team could lose on any given night.
Yep.
So we just got to keep stringing these wins together, like I was saying, and get back to the drawing boards and get ready for our next opponent.
Well, if these guys make a run, this guy's going to be a big, big part of it. It's Nique Clifford. He and the Buffaloes get the sweep over the Bay Area schools here at the Event Center. Now with Utah coming up on Saturday, get a couple of days off back in the practice court, and then Saturday play in Salt Lake City. We'll take a time out here at the Buffalo Stampede. When we come back, speaking of red hot, CU women are playing fantastic basketball. We'll talk women's hoops next.